What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? Y'all got to give me a brief second. Let me send out some of these. Let me send out my invites. Delta, what's happening, bro? What's good with you, man? We appreciate you tuning in, man. We appreciate you always having our back, man. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate that support. As you see, I'm riding solo today, man. It's all good though. I'm holding it down for the big homie. Hey, man, I'm trying to send out some of these invites. You know what I'm saying? So if you can, Delta, let some of your people know. You know what I'm saying? Let some of your people know that a dope podcast is on right now, man. For real. For real. We need to get some of everybody in here. Where Annie at? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get Annie. I know she gonna watch. More should be pulling up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even Ruby. Some of the other people. Yeah. What up, bro? What up, man? We appreciate y'all smashing that like button for your boy, man. That mean a lot right there, man. I'm riding solo, so I appreciate everybody who pulling up on me tonight. I got some new apparel. You know what I'm saying? I know some of y'all seen it already, but I definitely want to show it off on here tonight. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully I get the opportunity to do that. And it's gonna be all good. Smash that like button for me though, y'all. You know, share this with one person. Y'all see the title, so you have an idea of what it is that we're gonna be talking about tonight. You know, you see what it is that we talking about tonight. Darren Wessel, what's up? Y'all feeling them tariffs yet? No, not really. You know what I'm saying? Um, Even though the tariffs is crazy, smash that like button for me, y'all. Them tariffs is going crazy right now. I just wish that people have a better understanding of what tariffs are and how they operate. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate that. Why you sitting there looking like you're witness? Hey, Justin, that was a good one, man. He said I'm sitting there looking like witness protection. Hey, man, we appreciate you tuning in, Justin. That's what's up, man. That was actually a good one. Smash that like button for me, Jay. You know what I'm saying? And follow us so we can follow you back, man. That's what's up. We appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? You can do that for me. Hey, got my moderator Annie up in the building. All right, now y'all come through talking crazy. Annie gonna get you. Unless y'all do what Justin just did. He dropped the good one, so we let the good one slide through. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. But Justin, for real, man, follow me, bro. Well, follow us. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to grow and put ourselves out there. So share it with some of your people. Is this about what happened in Texas? Um, what happened in Texas, Delta? Let me know. Man, you seem very friendly. Greeting from Germany. Hey, we appreciate you tuning in from Germany. That's a long way away. So thank you for tuning in, man. Be sure to follow me. Follow us. Be sure to follow us, man. Hit that subscribe button. We will subscribe back. You know what I'm saying? And come and support you the same way you're supporting us right now. We appreciate that. Hey, and you see everybody starting to welcome you too, so I appreciate that. Hey, Justin, J-Bo, we appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you bringing that energy in here like that, man, dropping them jokes, That's what's up, man. We really like people like that. For a while now, the world's most popular and most famous game of all time was a new year of adventure, the new season year, and I think it will come out soon. So has been watching and listening for. Okay, that's what's up, man. Hey, well, be sure to subscribe to us. Hit that like button, notification. Burakan Katdar, what's up, bro? How you doing? Hey, we appreciate everybody, man. You know, of course, you can ask a political question. Of course, this is what we here for. We finna have a good conversation tonight. Your voice is good. Make some rap. I got plenty rap music. Plenty. Plenty, plenty, plenty. 20 people in the chat. Y'all should smash the like button for me. Share this with 20 other people. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to have a good time. I haven't even had a chance to send out all the invites, y'all, but that's a good thing. We got the conversation rolling already. So that's what's up. I'm holding it down for the big homie. You know what I'm saying? Diz, he has some stuff he had to take care of, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. You know, I'm going to hold it down for the both of us, you know, on behalf of Thoughts from Your Boy podcast. So that's why y'all see me riding solo tonight. Could you sow some flex, big bro? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Justice said, where are you? I'm in Birmingham, Alabama. Where you at, J-Bo? Greeting from London. Hope all is well. Hey, we got London in the building. What's up? Hey, what time is it in London? We appreciate y'all checking us out all the way from London. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. H.R. Lopez. Hey, be sure to follow me, bro. Well, follow us. We do follow back. We sub back, you know, notification bell back, all that other stuff. So it's all good. Okay, they speaking to each other. How do you feel about Trump? But hey, don't say anything that gets you in trouble there. I am just interested. Niagara Falls, Canada. Okay, hey, you see this hat right here? Originally from New York, you know what I'm saying? But been to Niagara Falls on the New York side. Absolutely. Will do, mate. H.R. Lopez, they speaking to you, bro. They speaking to you. Okay, so my thoughts on the current president. I'm not a fan of his. I'm not a fan of his, and I'll say it like that. You know, the nice way, the PC way. Some of the things that he do, I don't agree with. Some people saying that the tariffs is a good thing and it's going to work out in the long run. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, because of everything else that's starting to happen because of the tariffs. You know what I'm saying? And like I was saying earlier, some people just don't understand what tariffs mean. You know what I'm saying? So you're putting more on the small business owners here in this country. You know what I'm saying? And it's already hard enough. So now you're putting more stress on them because they have to pass that cost on to their customer. So you know what I'm saying? He's not my okay. I didn't vote for him. Put it like that. You know, that's a good way to say it. And I like talking to people who did vote for him because I want to see how they feel about him right now. You know what I'm saying? Some of the other things me and my wife were talking about, how the guy got deported, and yeah, that guy's still over there, and he should not have been deported. And even the courts is like, hey, bring him back, and they still ain't brought him back yet. So you know, it's a few things that'll make you feel some type of way about somebody. Absolutely, absolutely. You know, make you feel some type of way. But it's okay though. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. This is just one person's opinion, one man's opinion. So it's all good. And that's just the PC way to say that. H.R. Lopez says, will do, mate. Appreciate that. I'd like to teach you some Turkish words. That means big bro. I like to say Abby to you. Is that what that really mean? I hope that's what that really mean. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate that though. From our view in Germany, it seems like that life gets more and more difficult for all of you there. I hope you will get through the tough times there. We hope so too. You know, we really hope to get through a lot of this stuff that's going on. You know what I'm saying? It's not good because now you have leaders of other countries that's starting to retaliate. So when you have the Prime Minister of Canada telling people in New York, Minnesota, and Detroit, or whatever the other state was, that y'all about to lose power because of your president. You know what I'm saying? Like that's and that man is serious. So things do get kind of dangerous You know what I'm saying? When you look at it from that regard, so it's like, you know, it's real sticky and tricky because the leaders of other countries are just doing what they got to do based off the actions of one man. But here it is, millions of people gonna suffer from that, and that's in addition to the tariffs. You know what I'm saying? So now you gonna have the Prime Minister of Canada shutting off power to 3 states. I don't know. That ain't cool. You guys feeling the price rises? Uh, we so used to things being high in this country that is it. You know, can we say we see it? Absolutely, we see it. Is it a shocker or outrage? No, it's not, because of who we have in office right now. So, you know, for bread to be as high as it is, or eggs to be, you know, $10 a carton, that's definitely higher than normal, way higher than normal. But you know, we in this country know that it's all about the dollar. I appreciate your answer. May you will be blessed every day in your life. Hey, I appreciate that. Not yet. It's on pause for 90 days. That's true. The tariffs are on pause. So I appreciate that, Delta. I appreciate you keeping me on task on that one. Thank you very much. Nice one. But on your, but in your opinion, how come that? How come that what? I'm not sure. Um, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. We appreciate everybody dropping these questions, and getting this conversation going. You know, all I ask is that y'all just share this with one person and ask them to sub to the channel. You know what I'm saying? That one person that you shared with, ask them to sub to the channel. Come and drop a comment real quick. Most of the people voted for him. I do not get it. Well, i.e., most people that voted for him because they didn't want to vote for the black woman or for the woman. You know what I'm saying? Black remains to be seen, but but they didn't want to vote for the woman. They didn't want to vote for her, so they voted for him. And that's just my opinion on it. I don't know, but you know, Jay Manson said, "I've never voted, and I'm 32." Hey, Jay Manson, can I ask you why? Why have you never voted? And what state? What state are you in? We have different perspective on internationally. That's great. Spot on. Um, from from an international perspective, I'm pretty sure, like he just said, though, they're looking at us hoping that we can survive this and get through this, because it's gonna get rough. It's gonna get tough, especially after these 90 days, because the tariffs is on pause for 90 days. So who's to say what's gonna happen? It's a rumor going around that martial law is gonna be in effect. You know, it's a lot of things that could potentially happen. So we don't know, y'all. You know, we just trying to hold on and do the best we can, for real. And that's all we can do. Um, I got to send out a couple more of these invites real quick, though, y'all. I know y'all like we having this. This is a good conversation too, y'all. This ain't even what the topic was, but let's keep going with it. You know, because I'm interested to know. I want to know what y'all think. You know, I really want to know what y'all think. As far as like what's your opinion on him? I'm from Georgia. The governor been doing what they want way before my time. Hey, you right about that. You know, and that's why I said that a lot of things that's going on now, it's not shocking to a lot of Americans. Yes, it's outrageous, but it's not like we just sitting here like, oh my God, I can't believe they did that. No, because a lot of people have been doing a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So, and we always hear about it, whether it's in our state or another state or another state. You know what I'm saying? So we hear about it, and we just like, yep, here they go with the foolery again, back on their BS. So you just kind of, you know, you roll with it. You just roll with it and just be like, okay, it is what it is. It is what it is. Hey, we appreciate you tapping in from Georgia too, though. You know what I'm saying? You can definitely hit that subscribe button. We sub back. You know what I'm saying? As fast as we can, we sub back. We hit the notification bell back. You know, we hit the like button back. We do all that. So, you know, we appreciate you. We just want to show you that we appreciate you. For real, for real. Um, so we like 15 minutes in, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and officially start the show. All right, what's up, y'all? I'm your boy, Said, aka Mr. Let's Talk. So let's talk. What we talking about? Today we are talking about extended adolescence. Extended adolescence. And y'all can tell from the thumbnail that I used, I know it may have thrown some of y'all off, like this looked like a one mic session, you know what I'm saying, or a rap video, which it actually was. But do y'all know that one of the number one things for extended adolescence is men that do rap past a certain age? Which in itself bothers me because it's like any other genre of music. Them guys can be 60 or 70 years old, still rocking out, still doing alternative music, still doing like jazz, still doing whatever. But when it comes to rap, it seems like there's a cutoff age. You know what I'm saying? Or they make a phrase and they'll put those rappers under it saying extended adolescence. So basically, what extended adolescence is exactly what it sounds like. It's people who refuse to grow up. You know what I'm saying? It's a delayed reaction between their childhood and adulthood. They refuse to grow up. So, like, if you see someone who's very, very childish and playful, right? But they're a grown man, and I mean like 30 plus, and they're still like just childish and playful. And I don't mean playful in the sense of having a positive attitude or laughing a lot, because that's me. But I mean playful as far as running behind you and thump you in the ear or pluck you, whatever term you might call it. You know what I'm saying? Um, Try to give you a wedgie. You know what I'm saying? Like just playful child stuff. So this is what extended adolescence is. And it's funny that you say that, Delta, because I was just about to get into that. So they say that men who play video games, right? And I mean like video games every day, all day, that would be a case of extended adolescence, right? Now we also know that gamers, or being a gamer, is a big thing now, and a lot of people do that, and they make a lot of money off of that, you know. But at the same time, though, it's something to be said when you're a grown man and all you want to do is play video games, and you ain't even doing it as a quote unquote gamer that makes money. You're just doing it. So these are the things that we are talking about tonight, y'all. You know, I'm a big kid inside. I think we all are. Absolutely, absolutely. I'm one of the biggest kids on the inside. I love to have fun. You know, I love to have fun, but at the same time, I'm definitely not extended adolescence. No, I'm more of a grown man than I am playful. You know, I tend to handle my business more than I play. Now I laugh. I laugh a lot because life is short, and you got to get your laughs in, y'all. I'm just saying, you know, it's like reps in the gym. You got to get your laughs in. But life is very short, y'all. But you can't be stuck under extended adolescence. That's just not gonna work. It's a hobby. If that's your release, it's fine. I'm not saying that it's a problem. I'm not. But it's not a problem until it becomes a problem. Delta, you handle your business. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to go and play a video game, that's cool. But you know the type of guys that I'm talking about. You know the type of guys that don't want to do nothing, but they want to smoke. Let's say that they just want to smoke all day and play video games. They want to get a little piece of BS job, maybe a fast food restaurant or Walmart or something like that. No real responsibility, you know what I'm saying? And all they want to do is play video games. You know, they don't take a lot of things serious. So, you know, and these are the things that I'm talking about. These are the type of people that I'm talking about. There's no knock on them, but they fall directly under the category of extended adolescence. Wonder Boy said, wait, am I not allowed to play games? I joined as you were halfway through the sentence. Oh, no, 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 Wonder Boy, no, no, no. Don't get it twisted. You can play your video games, absolutely. But when it's time to go to work, don't you go to work? If you got bills, don't you pay your bills on time? You know what I'm saying? When it's time to be a man, you be a man, and that's what we're talking about. Or a young man, whatever stage you are in your life. You know, so extended adolescence is just that. It's someone who wants and it applies to women as well. It applies to women as well. But I'm just speaking on behalf of men. So someone who doesn't want to let their adolescence go. It was a movie, I can't remember the name of it, but the guy did not want to leave college and face the real world. He was in college for like 7 years, 8 years. Now, and he was getting degrees. He was getting degrees, yes, but he did not want to leave because he didn't want to leave the party lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? The drinking all night, the partying. You know, he was popular. He didn't want to leave that. He didn't want to face the real world. So it's kind of like that. And these are the things that I'm talking about, though. Hello, I am from Sierra Leone, West Africa. How are you doing today? Hey, how you doing, Sierra Leone? We appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I cannot pronounce your name. Bengara is the last name. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to hit that sub button. You know what I'm saying? So we can sub back to your channel. Hit the like button, notification bell as well. What's your business and how are you handling it? What is my business? I work a 9 to 5, and I do podcasting and I do personal training. That's my business. And how do I handle it? Um, I handle it accordingly, I guess. The way I'm supposed to handle it. Business first, and then you can play later. But you got to handle your business. You got to be a grown man about your stuff. You can't have a situation arise and then just because it's tough, you want to go and play a video game. No, you got to handle that first, and then if you want to, you can go play the video game, or only play the game on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? Like it's small things like that. But once again, y'all know what I'm talking about. Say, I feel you. Play and no work. You don't grind, you don't shine, you don't work, you don't eat. Hey, Red Man, you are so correct about that. Red Man, do me a favor, man. Hit that notification bell. Hit the sub button. We sub back too. You are so right about that. If you don't grind, you don't shine. You don't work, you don't eat. And this is what I'm talking about. See, but you'll have extended adolescence person, like a young man who falls under that category. He's gonna go and try to live off a woman. He ain't gonna want to get no job, or he gonna want to try to go and hit the corner, hit the block. You know what I'm saying? And hustle up his paper when he know he ain't even got the mindset to do that. That's type dude. He get first little pum pum, and now he like Hulk Hogan. You know what I'm saying? He the man. Can't nobody tell him nothing. This is what I'm talking about. Van Wilder. Hey, Wonder Boy. Exactly. Van Wilder is exactly the type of movie that I'm talking about. National Lampoon, Van Wilder. Exactly. What up, bro? Good evening, everyone in the chat. Dashi B, what's happening? We appreciate you tuning in, Dashi. We appreciate that, man. Definitely got to get your opinion on this subject, for real. Everybody speaking to Dashi. That's what's up. Hey, Annie. Okay. We like that. Got to have a plan. Jay Manson, you are so correct. You have to have a plan. You can't be one of these dudes who just out here going willy-nilly in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be that dude. You got to have you a plan. But when it comes to extended adolescence, right? Since we were talking about music, right? And that's the thumbnail that I use. That's actually our video shoot, right? Because I do rap music, right? And I enjoy it, and it's fun. It's fun at this point. I'm no longer, I've been stopped trying to be a professional rapper. You know what I'm saying? Or get put on, or whatever term you want to use. I stopped doing that a long time ago. I'm just still good at it, though. I'm very good at it. So when somebody, when somebody be like, bro, I want you to hop on this track with me. Of course I'm gonna do it. I'm like, bet, let's do it. Now, like I said, I'll never stop trying, but at the same time, I get it. I'm a person of a certain age, and you just got to be realistic about certain things. Once again, that's called maturity. That's called growing up. That's called just understanding the circumstances. Now, anybody can put out a hit song. I don't care what age you are. But at the same time, going to open mics all the time, you know what I'm saying? And booking these session and that session and this session and trying to work with this producer. And nah, I let all that go, y'all. But I still enjoy going to the studio with my people and dropping music because a lot of my people are younger than me, way younger than me. And I'm in the studio with them. I'm introducing them to music. I'm talking about a cousin that's 15 years old. So I'm in the studio taking him to the studio so he can get acclimated to what it's like to be in the booth. I got a brother that's in his early 30s, excuse me. So once again, he's getting acclimated to, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm always in the studio, but I'm in there with them or for them. And that's what it's about. But I have seen dudes lay up with women. I go from woman to woman. I don't know how they lay up under them. I don't understand that neither, right? How you can just lay up under a woman as a man and watch your woman go out and work and bust her butt and you half stepping it. No. You and once again, as a man, that should make you feel some type of way. I have back pain and I'll get up and go bust my butt every day at work. And I'm not saying that my wife don't. I'm not saying that because my wife, hey, she go out and she get her bread, she get her paper, as they say, she going to get her coins. Absolutely. Absolutely. But I would feel like, me personally, I would feel like a piece of crap, a piece of trash if my wife was going out there getting it and I'm sitting in the house every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that's not what this is. That's not what this is. As a man, you should want to go out there and do certain things, and make sure that y'all can go out every day if y'all wanted to, or at least every weekend if y'all wanted to. Y'all can buy certain things if y'all wanted to. That's what it's about. And these are just grown man habits. These are grown man things. That's what we talking about. Hold on, let me read this comment. Work is very important. My dad taught me the value of hard work, but also I have learned to incorporate fun and enjoy this short life that we have. You are absolutely right, Dashi. You are absolutely right. Um, Life is very short, and you have to enjoy it while you can. You have to enjoy it while you can. Because it's gonna be tough times. It's gonna be tough times, y'all. But at the same time, it's gonna be fun times. It's gonna be times where everything is lighthearted. It's gonna be times where everything is just terrible. But just know that. And as grown people, you become able to deal with that better and better. All right. Music is an art, hobby, and a craft. I agree with that, Delta. I agree with that. Music is an art, hobby, and a craft. Beethoven, you know what I'm saying, did his thing. But once again, it's like they say it's music, they say it's art and it's a craft and all this other stuff when it's all other genres of music. But when it come to rap, oh no. Oh, that's a young man's game. And it's like, why? I ain't hating, but a lot of their music be trash. Maybe that is hating. Whatever though. Y'all get my point. It's crazy because if you're a 45-year-old gospel or R&B singer, you're not too old to pursue that dream. But genre of rap, you be too old. People look at you silly. Exactly. And that's exactly what I'm saying, Delta. If you 45 years old and you still rapping, they looking at you like, what the hell wrong with you? Why are you rapping? You see what I'm saying? Like, they really looking at you like that. But if you're a gospel singer, if you're a country singer, hell, if you're an opera singer, it's all good. Alternative rock, alternative pop. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that stuff is good. But don't be a rapper, you know what I'm saying, and be of a certain age. They looking at you weird. They looking at you as if you are someone who falls up under extended adolescence. Really, they looking at you like you ain't grew up yet. You ain't grew out of this stage. Hmm. Rappers I grew up on are at least touching 40 and still going. Jay Manson, absolutely. I agree with you. I mean, I still personally listen to Nas, Jay-Z, Kanye West, T-Pain. You know what I'm saying? Like, still listen to these guys. Rick Ross. And these are all guys like, what, at least 40? Or maybe Ross might be late 30s. I don't know. But shit, 2 Chainz. I still like all these guys. I don't listen to too much of the young people rap. I don't, it ain't my style. It ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? But it's like a lot of these guys are still, shit, LL and Eminem did a song together recently, 2025, 2024. So, yeah, like, come on now. And I understand that those are established artists already, you know what I'm saying? So they already have a fan base and they got on way before they was a certain age. But the fact that they still doing it after that age, Says a lot. It says a whole lot. Uh-oh. But that's what we talking about, y'all. I mean, how many times have you seen someone doing something that you thought they were too old to do? Can you name something other than music that you seen somebody do? Okay, have you ever seen somebody dress like they was 16 years old, but they really was 40, 45? They look crazy, right? Snoop Dogg can still rap. Jadakiss can still flow. You don't lose your skill when you get older. I agree. You actually make it better. You know what I'm saying? Because you have more life experiences. The older you get, you know how to convey your message better. You know what I'm saying? People appreciate that. I once seen an almost 80-year-old woman driving a transport and she was doing it well. See? Stuff like that, y'all. Stuff like that. This is what we talking about, y'all. This is what we talking about. Extended adolescence. Extended adolescence is real. It's real. And we know that. And we know that. You have the pros and you have cons to it. Just sitting on the porch, y'all. Pros, okay, uh-oh. You got pros and you got cons to extended adolescence. And I think a lot of it is mostly, in my opinion, is mostly cons. It's not too many pros, to being falling under the category of extended adolescence. Now you could be young at heart, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure some of y'all heard that term, young at heart. But that's one thing. That's not the same as extended adolescence. Extended adolescence implies that this person is still immature. This person refused to grow up. This person refused to accept responsibilities for their actions. You know what I'm saying? Go into adulthood, accept things, make sacrifices. They still see things in a certain light and think that everybody's supposed to cater to them or give them passes as if they did when they were a child. When they say it's never too late, I feel like that applies to certain things that are meaningful and not just nonsense. Let's not forget about George Foreman coming back at 45 years old, out of shape to win the heavyweight title. That's real talent because I can't rap for nothing. Like Papoose can rap alphabet front and backwards. That's certain creativity. Hey, you are absolutely correct. And Papoose is a dope rapper. I'm a big fan, always been a fan of Papoose, especially with me being from New York. I've always been a fan of Papoose. Always. George Foreman coming back. First of all, RIP to George Foreman because he did pass away this year. Um, but absolutely, he did come back. And I think he was the first person to do it, or the second person, like something like that, to do it at that age. 45, he won. He beat Michael Moore. I remember that fight. He caught him with a straight hand right. You know what I'm saying? A straight right hand. Bow. Knocked him out. And Buddy couldn't get back up. So, yeah, I remember that. You know? And remember, it was a lot of people who did not want him to take that fight. They did not, But they said that it had something to do with some not financial troubles that he was having. I can't remember what it was. Could have been he had a child or something. I'm not sure. But, yeah, he came back and he did his thing. Uh-oh. Somebody message just got hell for review. That mean Annie doing her thing. That mean Annie not playing. Oh, well. But that happens. That tends to happen a lot, y'all. That it really does. Uh, People coming back in the later years because now 40 ain't that old no more. 45 ain't that old no more. Hell, you see some people just now getting into acting, you know what I'm saying, at 50 years old. It was a 1-2. Absolutely, it was a 1-2. It was a left right. It was like bow, bow. Yep, straight down the pipe. Absolutely. Hey, Annie, good job. You're right. It was financial. Absolutely. I remember that, I remember that. It was it was financial for financial reasons. He needed to take another fight, so he took the fight and won. End up making millions. End up coming out with the George Foreman grill. End up having other endorsements and stuff like that. So, yeah, absolutely beautiful. It was phenomenal. Justin, and you're right, Justin. It was a 1-2 punch. Literally a 1-2. The way they would teach you in boxing school. Hey, Annie just got on somebody. Appreciate you, Annie. Appreciate that. Michael should have kept his distance in the 12th round. Hey, I agree. He underestimated George Foreman because he was giving George Foreman the business. He was hitting him, bad, 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 bad. And listen, that old man strength is real. If them old men get lucky enough to hit you with that 1-2, you gonna feel it. You gonna feel it. And Michael Moore was a really good champion. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he was just trash with it. No, he was cool. He got too cocky. Absolutely he did. And he paid the price for it. In that moment, he had extended adolescence. He had extended nap time because he got knocked the fuck out. No, but serious, y'all. Extended adolescence, y'all. We see it all the time when you see some of these young men. I'm talking about 18, 19, well, graduating high school, right? Hey, J-Bo, I love boxing too, man. I love boxing too. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really do. But some of these young men who can't quite seem to get it together. They graduate high school, and now let's say they like 19, 20, 21. Well, they still walking around. They didn't go to college or nothing like that, right? They didn't go to the military. They didn't start their own business. They just around. They just lingering around trying to figure it out. But they doing some of the same thing they did in high school. Now they don't have any school, so guess what? They go to one of their homeboys' house, and now they all piled up over there, and they just chilling. They all piled up in somebody's backyard, you know what I'm saying, or something like that, and they ain't really doing nothing with their life. They still sagging their pants like they did in high school. They still looking for their mama to buy them whatever it is that they need, or they living with their mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, you got to get over that type of thing, you know. And ain't nobody saying you got to be on top of your game, making $50,000 a year or something like that, you know, at that age. But at the same time, you need to have some type of job. You know what I'm saying? You need to understand what's important and what's not. You need to learn how to prioritize, compartmentalize as well. Because going to hang out with your homeboys should not be your first priority. You know, it just shouldn't be. Do you think money at early age, like athletes, will extend adolescence? Yes and no. You know, I say yes. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I say yes. It will create extended adolescence because now this grown man has all this money, and he or she may not be equipped with the mindset to properly handle it. You know what I'm saying? So in that regard, yes, because now the world is his oyster. He has no responsibility. Now he can just rest on his laurels, you know what I'm talking about, so to speak, because he made all the money. And to him, it's all about money. But see, a lot of times when young athletes get all that money, they tend to blow it. They tend to blow it because you see they get adolescent type stuff. You know, they get the cars, they get the chains, they get 17 girlfriends. You know, they got to get 3 or 4 houses. They got to make sure that their homeboy got chains and got, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you still in your adolescence. You know, the things that's important to you is popping bottles in the club or making it rain on the dancer. So all you doing is just extending, you know what I'm saying? Uh-oh. Hold on. All you are doing is extending your adolescence. But then at the same time, I say no because you have some people who make a lot of money and then they got people around them, financial planners, the team manager, you know what I'm saying? You have your mama or your daddy, close relatives. You got your coaches. You know, so and nowadays in the NFL, NBA, and sports like that, they make the rookies take certain classes and courses. You know what I'm saying? Like it's mandatory, and they teach you how to save and 401 and all this other stuff. So even if you want to remain an adolescent, you're almost forced not to, because they put people around you to make sure that you don't go broke in 2 years. I know if I had millions in my 20s, it wouldn't be good looking at it now. Delta said he loved boxing too. I agree, Delta, for real. For a lot of us, if we had millions of dollars in our 20s, it wouldn't have been good because of the things that we thought was important at that time. You know, we would have blew a lot of it on some stupid stuff. You know, we would have blew it on some stupid stuff. You don't shut up. Oh, my bad, y'all. Had to talk to my dog because he barking and carrying on. Huh? Nah. Hold on. Huh? The ring light? The ring light? Right. Yeah. That's why I was trying to get this light to come on up here. You said in the dark even with that? Okay. Uh I think so. Look, oh, Ja Morant is a great example of what we talking about. Ja Morant is a great example of what we are talking about, y'all, for real. All that money, and he's doing some of the stupidest things that an athlete could do. Getting getting suspended left and right, getting charges put on him, all kind of stuff. So absolutely, Ja Morant is a great example of that, y'all. A great, great, great example of what we talking about. You know, and I just wish that he can get it together because he's a very good player, very good player, very good, but just can't get right. He wanted to live the life of a teenager, extended adolescence. Absolutely, absolutely. Yep. But wasn't his dad pro athlete? Talking about T Morant. I'm not sure if he was pro or not, or I know he did hoop though. I'm not sure if he made it to the pro level or not. But still, he should know better. Like you finna blow all your money, and not blow it as far as spending it, but blow it in the sense that you finna get it cut off because you're gonna get kicked out the league. Keep doing these gun symbols and then the grenade thing, like like he threw a grenade in the crowd. Like you just he just keep messing up, man, for real. When will we change? X. Why you scared? I'm just gonna leave that one right there, cause what is he talking about? Mosquitoes not out yet. It's still early spring. I don't know how to be honest. I think he probably was local. I heard stories, but not about being pro. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm not sure if he was pro or not. I'm not sure. But you would think that his dad would be talking to him. But I guess, when you giving your parents millions of dollars, you know what I'm saying, and buying them houses and stuff like that, they gonna have your back with whatever you do. But maybe his dad needs to be letting him know, hey son, don't trick off this money. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't lose this money, son. You're doing pretty good already. Don't mess this up. He said money is a gift and a curse at the same time. Absolutely, especially if you fall under the extended adolescence category. Absolutely, absolutely, it is. Yeah, it is. It is a gift and a curse at the same time because it's gonna exaggerate whoever you are. Whoever you are, it's gonna exaggerate that. If you want to be, a gangster or a gangbanger, it's gonna exaggerate that. If you're the nerdy type, it's gonna exaggerate that. Whatever you are, it's gonna exaggerate it because you got money. And you're gonna be thinking I don't care, or you're gonna be thinking I'm better than this person because I have more money than them. Judge said you got warrants. Up, and he got somebody else. Ignite TV said nice hat. Hey, what's up? What's up, Ignite? Hey, everybody speak to Ignite TV. They in the building. Hey, Ignite, hit that subscribe button for me though. You know, you sub, we sub back immediately. You know, you hit the notification bell, we hit your notification bell. You share with us, we share with you. We appreciate that. Hey, Ignite TV, let me know where you at too. What state you in, man? What state are you in? I don't agree. I'm rich and I'm not an asshole. Well, I mean, you might be the exception to the rule. Because most people who got money, guess what? They tend to be assholes. Hey, BK in the building. What part, bro? I'm from Brooklyn myself. I'm from Brooklyn too. Let me know what part of Brooklyn you from. Where you from? Flatbush? Bushwick? You know what I'm saying? What part of Brooklyn you from? Clinton Hill. Okay, I'm from East New York. I know you heard of East New York, Brooklyn. Cypress Projects, pink houses, you know what I'm talking about? Like, mm-hmm. Flatbush, isn't that the suburbs? Hell no. No. Flatbush is not the suburbs, especially the part where I lived at, East 21st Street, Flatbush, East 21st and Prospect, so about Prospect Park. Oh, I'm from the Style, Bed-Stuy. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Bed-Stuy. We lived in Bed-Stuy, right off of Nostrand and Franklin, I think it was, but right there on no. Matter of fact, not too far from where Biggie be talking about. You know what I'm saying? You got a large Jewish community everywhere in New York, especially in Manhattan in the city. But yeah, you'll find them in Brooklyn, absolutely. But Flatbush, yeah. hmm But Ignite, be sure to follow, man, so we can follow you back. You know what I'm saying? We definitely will be following you back. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate that. Smash that like button for me too, y'all. Smash the like button for me. It's getting kind of dark. I don't know why my little light that I had out here, man, it didn't come back on. I was hoping my light would have came back on, y'all. Hold on, let me change location and get more light for y'all, man. Let me get more light. Okay, there you go, y'all. My light just came back on. My light just came back on, y'all. I'm still changing my location, though. This is what I'm finna do. I'm changing my location. All right, there we go, y'all. We got better lighting. I can see y'all. Y'all can see me. We up in here, y'all. We appreciate everybody hanging out with me tonight. You know, I'm holding it down by myself tonight, y'all. I hope everybody enjoyed the conversation. I definitely tried to give y'all some good talk, good conversation. All right. Boom. All right, y'all. Now we back. The tariffs are affecting your life. Delta said you in the garage. Hey, Delta, this the garage you came to. Delta been here before. He know. Absolutely. Hey, Justin got them jokes. He said the tariffs is affecting my lights. Hell yeah. You ain't know. It's 25%. There we go. Y'all like that one right there? No? What about that one? All right. So, yeah, man, I'm in the garage. But yeah, y'all. So extended adolescence. Ja Morant, like we was talking about before, Ja Morant is a perfect example of that. I think he is very childish. I understand that he's a young man, you know, early 20s, 22, 23, 24, something like that. I don't know. But some of the stuff that he do is very, very, very childish, in my opinion. It's like you want to run around here acting like a YN. You are a professional basketball player. Professional. That's first. So you need to act like it. You know, you can't be around here making videos with pum pums in it. You can't. You can't be out here with your people getting permanently banned from NBA stadiums. Like that's just not a good look to start your career off. You know, you don't want to be doing that type of thing. You want to make sure that your legacy is started off properly. You know, so that one day if you do make a mistake, it'll be forgiven. Like, okay, it's all good. But you don't want to start it off doing certain things, and now they looking at you like, oh, okay, when he gonna grow up? Yeah, he's a good basketball player, but when is he gonna grow up? When his people gonna stop trying to fight Shannon Sharp on the sidelines? You know, you got your whole team coming to your aid, and now all of them is potentially on the line to get suspended and lose money. And remember, they're not making what John Moran is making. So for him to overlook that, you know what I'm saying? Or for the NBA commissioner to ban, you know, when they hit a 3-pointer and then they do that, you know, Carmelo used to always do that. Well, you can't do that no more. How about he did it the very next game? And then after that, he does the like I said, he did the grenade. You know, he did like this and then act like he threw it in the crowd. You can't do that. Like, come on now, don't be like, well, you said I can't do that, but it's okay if I do this. No, no. See, extended adolescence, always looking for an excuse, not taking accountability or responsibility. You know damn well if you don't want you to do this, then you can't do that neither. Come on now. You can't. You can't think that. That's the same background that they had on the early days of the Springer Show. Jerry. Hey, that is not your garage. That is the Jerry Springer set. Jerry. That's right. Hey, Justin, you welcome to come through, man. Jump on the podcast with me one day. You know what I'm saying? You'll see. This the spot right here, man. This the garage. This where it go down there. Absolutely, Delta. We will be going live on Wednesday. Absolutely. And the host of the show, he'll be here. You know, and then I'm the co-host or host myself, you know. Hey, I'm gonna be here as well. So we'll be here. So you know they overreact when it comes to some folks. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely they do. And once again, we gotta know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta know this. We got to know that just because we see this person doing something or that person doing something, don't mean that we can do it. Is it fair? No, it's not fair at all. It's not fair at all. But damn it, we got to know it. You see what I'm saying? Like, we just got to know this. These folks, especially professional athletes, the owners of these teams, they want to make money off of you. That's why they paying you the money that they paying you. They trying to make money off of you, period. Especially if you making more than them. Oh yeah, you under a microscope. Now they gonna use you up as long as they can, but after a while, enough becomes enough, and then they gonna get rid of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying. He said, look at the president. That's a prime example. Absolutely, he's doing some things that a lot of shit no president have ever done before, and I don't mean that in a good way. In my opinion, he's not doing things in a good way. Suge Knight. Absolutely. Suge Knight and a lot of other people. When you go to doing things your way, or because you don't allow yourself to grow up and to grow out of those things, this is what becomes of it. And we have endless examples of what we're talking about, which is why it's literally a term. If y'all want right now, if you have a separate phone, you can Google this. Extended adolescence is literally a term. Like, I ain't make this up. This is a thing. People are acting so out of order nowadays. And I'm talking about men and women, young men and young women. that they like, damn, they are still in their adolescence stage mentally. But physically, they might be 25 years old. Matter of fact, I read a story today about a 21-year-old. I think somebody sent it to me. 21-year-old young lady had a baby and was abusing the 5-month-old baby. Like throwing it up against the couch, left it in the laundry room in the apartment complex, you know what I'm saying, for hours on end. You know what I'm saying? Did all type of weird stuff to starve the baby. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, y'all know what happened. Then inevitable happened. Unalive the baby. Absolutely. Absolutely. You see what I'm saying? And she's 21. She shouldn't have had no kid. She should not have had a child. You expect more from 20-year-old than older man in office. The things that he's doing in office, I just disagree with a lot of it, and so do a lot of other people. The one thing that he did do, and I got to say this, that he did do that I agreed with is checking to see if all these federal employees are actually real people. That's probably the only thing that I agree with, because it was a lot of people who was drawing a check, and where that check was going, I don't know, but some of these people are no longer here, haven't been here for 20 years, but still there's a check in their name under their social. So that part, okay, cool, I get, you know, but a lot, and then that came from Doge. So was that him or was that Elon Musk? But that's a whole nother conversation though, y'all. I didn't know it was a term. Absolutely, Delta. That's a real term. Extended adolescence is a real term, y'all. It really is. You can look it up. You can Google it. And it's way more adjectives and a few other things that's, you know what I'm saying, up under there. You'll be like, oh, damn. That's what's up. Okay. Days are different than they used to be. And a lot of people don't treat him as such. People still think they can run around and do the same shit they were doing 20 years ago, but they can't. Justin, you are so correct. People still think that they can do the same thing that they were doing 20 years ago, not understanding times have changed. You have changed. Laws have changed. Hell, you probably got kids at this point. I can't go out and party and drink and stay out till 3, 4 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Not because I can't do that, because I could if I wanted to. But guess what? I'm married. I got a job. I got kids. I got responsibilities. Why would I do that? You see what I'm saying? Like, why would I do that? No, that ain't what you do. You see what I'm saying? And so I absolutely agree with you when you have some people who will do that. A married man, you staying out to 3, 4 o'clock in the morning on a school night. And y'all know what I mean when I say on a school night, just, you know, the weekdays. Like, what? You ain't taking a trip with the fellas or nothing like that. Or it ain't the weekend where you going, you know, to a party or something. I don't know. But on a Monday night, a Tuesday night, a Wednesday night, really? Like, nah, what are you doing? I thought it was just being immature. It is immature, but now you know everything has a new definition. You know, everything has a new definition. So these are one of the new definitions. They don't call it immature. It's extended adolescence, because it's more of a breakdown of what it actually is. Immature is just boom, immature, that's it. You know. Now, of course, to us, 80 babies, you know what I'm talking about, because we grew up a certain way. It wasn't no coddling of your feelings. They're gonna just tell you how it is. Well, we got to get with the new terms too, y'all. Like he said, hey, listen, it's new terms for old definitions that we know. A psychotic break. And matter of fact, I think they done changed that now. A lot of the autism terms, you hear a lot of people say on the spectrum as opposed to the R word. And y'all know what the R word is. You know what I'm talking about? So, but now they just say on the spectrum or autistic. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things have changed, and we got to get on the ball too, us as older people, so that we can keep up with these things. We have to. It's a lot of stories like that going around with young females. Jay Manson, unfortunately, you are correct, bro. You are so correct. You see more and more young ladies doing this to babies. I put up a story maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago, where the young lady, cause she was like 20 some early 20s, she used a vibrator on a baby boy, because she said her exact words, and I quote, "It made me feel good, so I thought it'd make him feel good and stop crying." Right. Exactly, y'all. See? Exactly what y'all thinking right there. That's what I'm thinking. So, once again, y'all, extended adolescence. She really thought that using that on a child. Okay. Extended adolescence refers to the prolonged period of dependency and exploration that extended well into a person's 20s and even 30s. Annie, thank you for that definition. I'm going to read it again, y'all. Annie actually posted the definition. Extended adolescence refers to the prolonged period of dependency and exploration that extends well into a person's 20s and even 30s. It extends well into your 20s. So we talking about 25 and up, and even into your 30s. Could you imagine being in your 30s and still acting like an adolescent? You see it all the time, though. You see it all the time when you got people actively gang banging, and I'm not hating on the bangers, but I'm saying well into your 30s, and you active. All right, these are the things that we talking about, y'all. These are the things that we talking about. Said, oh yeah, certain people can create jobs in federal government. It's crazy how they can just request a certain salary and open up a spot and put who they want in it. I seen it when I was used to work as a GS. That's true, Delta. They create a position, they put their homie or their homegirl in the position, and they pay them out the butt. Pause. You know what I'm saying? They give them a nice little salary. And sometimes they give them kickback. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey bro, I'll give you 150,000, but look, man, you got to give me 20 of that. The 130 is you, but 20 of that is for me. And they be like, all right. But then sometimes you have government people who are drawing a paycheck off of somebody who's no longer with us. You know what I'm saying? They created a position, like you said, to put a fake person, or they was a real person at one time. Now it's just a social security number that they done went and click and made it seem like they still here, and now they drawing checks off of them. And that's been going on too. Employee. Exactly. Like that's just what's going on. So you mad at the people who don't got all that? Am I mad at the people who don't have all what? Golden, let me know. Golden, break it down a little bit more because I was talking, so I'm not sure exactly what your question is pertaining to. One of the boys said regarded. Exactly. That's the R word. You know, we can't really say it on here, but absolutely. You feel me, Wonder Boy. Absolutely. I don't want to use that word out of fear that I might offend someone, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to get my message across. That's it, and continue the conversation. Golden, explain more specifically. Exactly, Delta. That's what I'm saying. I'm asking him to explain more specifically as well. This is a good live. Holding up well, said. Thank you, Delta. I appreciate that, man. You know, just try to have good conversation, thought-provoking conversation, safe space. We listen. We don't judge. You know, come with some new terms, some cool stuff. Have fun with it, too, at the same time. So I definitely appreciate that, Delta, for real. Can't say I'm part of the extended adolescence group. More like I'm working on my extended warranty. I feel you, Annie. I feel you on that one. Hey, we all people of a certain age, Annie, so we all can agree. We all can agree that we feel you on that one. MJ Hustle in the building. What's good, bro? We appreciate you tuning in. Thank you very much, man, for real. You see, you know what I'm saying, your bro not here with me tonight. I'm solo dolo, but at the same time, man, I'm getting compliments. Delta told me I'm doing a good job. I'm holding up well. So that means a lot right there, y'all. That means a lot. I definitely appreciate everybody for coming through tonight. You know, Big Chief in the house. Yeah, y'all know it. Yeah, I see, bro. Hey, man, y'all know what it is, man. It's okay. The homie had some things he had to take care of tonight, y'all. You know, and it be like that sometimes. It be sometimes where I got to take care of some things, and he got to hold it down by himself. Or I can only be on for half the show, or maybe the first 20 minutes of the show. That's life, y'all. That's life. And see, this is what I'm talking about. Grown man stuff. grown man stuff. Because bro said, hey, man, look, I enjoy doing the podcast, but look, I got to go ahead and take care of my business over here. And me as a grown man, he'll tell you what I said. Go ahead and handle your business, bro. Go ahead and handle your business. I got this over here. That's how you support the people. That's how you support the people and be there for them. And you let them know, hey, go ahead, take care of that, man. You know, whatever it might be, get your paper, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get that paper, whatever it is, you know. So, yeah, man. Yeah, that's what we doing. But Chief, we appreciate you stopping through, Chief, for real. We definitely appreciate that. We appreciate Delta. Um, we appreciate everybody who came through. Wonder Boy, thank you. Golden, we appreciate Golden. You know, Jay Manson, thank you as well. The homie Justin, J-Bo, you know, we appreciate everybody who came through tonight and was part of the conversation. We had a really good, definitely Ignite TV. Big shout out to Ignite TV. Dashi B came through as well, you know. So, of course, Annie, the moderator, you know, we appreciate everybody for stopping through, dropping a comment, keeping the conversation going. All the new subs that we're going to get, thank you very, 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 very much. You know, be sure to just share this with just one person, y'all. Just one person. That's all we ask. One person. It could be your brother, your sister, your mama, your daddy, your grandma, your uncle who like to talk a lot, your auntie who's very opinionated. It don't matter. Just share it with one person, y'all. That's all we asking because we know that without y'all, we can't do this. You know, without them 20 people who jumped in here, you know what I'm saying? When I first hit that live button, it wouldn't have pushed out through the algorithm. So we appreciate everybody who's coming in for a minute, 2 minutes, 20 minutes. Dashi B stopping through. I know he got his kids with him, but he still dropped by, dropped the comment. You know what I'm saying? Spoke to everybody. It's stuff like that, y'all, that means a whole lot. We appreciate everybody who inbox us with topics to talk about. And we talk about them. You know what I'm saying? Like Andy just said, welcome to all the new fam. All the new fam. Welcome to Thought from Your Boy podcast. Jay Manson, we appreciate you. Justin, we appreciate you. We hope both of y'all can subscribe to the page. Hit the notification button. We're gonna be looking for y'all from now on. We go live again on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully you guys can make it on Wednesday. And bring one person with you. That's all we ask. We're not asking y'all to make a post. We ain't asking you to share it. That'd be nice. We ain't asking you to do none of that. Just come back and bring one other person with you. That's it. You know? All right, y'all. But listen, that is the show for today, y'all. If y'all like what y'all heard, man, hit the like button for me. Smash the like button if you like today's show. You know what I'm saying? The topic that we covered today. Oh, what that say? You're good people nowadays, and it's rare. Justin, thank you very much. Thank you for that, Justin. We really appreciate that, man. You know, we try to come with real topics. We try to create a safe space. We try to listen and we don't judge. We want people to say whatever they want to say within reason, within context. We do have two moderators, so you know, please be mindful not to say things a certain way. Or since you have to write it out, try to be creative in your spelling. You know what I'm saying? That way YouTube won't strike your comment. Or the moderator won't strike your comment because they know YouTube gonna do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all, there go the host right there, y'all. There go the host right there in the building. We got the homie Dysfunctional's World, man. He just pulled up on us. I was just about to end the show, but we appreciate him coming through. We really, really appreciate him coming through. Bro, we had a good show tonight, man. We talked about extended adolescence. We hope you get a chance to check it, to watch the replay, bro. I told him that you had some things you had to take care of tonight. You know what I'm saying? And I held it down for us.
Crazy. Damn. Well, I tell you what. Careful, yeah.